Hello, everyone, and welcome to 200 League playoffs. Today we have a matchup between the 2 and 3 seed of 200 League. After 10 matches, we see Next N and Encore facing off in the playoff semifinals. These two, whoever wins, will go on to play Rated R in the finals. I'm excited. I'm with my co-caster, Cesar, aka Dark. Welcome.
Thank you, gyrodos. Pretty excited to see the first team, my team, playing these playoffs against NN because it's like the classic of the Division One.
Yes, yes. It's gonna be an exciting match. I cannot wait. Now, if we can take a look at the lineups today to see who exactly is playing, we have 4 POVs today, which is pretty exciting. From Encore, we have Brandon, Desi, Elmer, Michael, Technical, and Ty, a pretty typical Encore lineup from them. And from Next Z, we have Alpha, Kiba, Connie, Nino, Ollie, and Zuax. It's gonna be a close one today. I think these two are pretty evenly matched. We saw Next Z end up beating Rated R in one of their last 200 league matches, and Encore is one of those powerhouse teams that have been waiting and waiting for their chance to try and beat Rated R. So we're gonna have to see who can take this one down. We're playing a best of 3 today, so the first team to win 2 matches is gonna be moving on, and yeah, what do you who do you think is gonna, win this, Dark? What do you think?
Yeah. I'm from Encore as well, but from second team. But
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be really close. We have to have in mind as well that Encore won against Nexi the two matches they had, and that pretty can give us an idea. And they were both plus 50. So in my opinion, I think Encore is winning not only because they're my team, but it's just having in mind the tables they had already.
Gotcha. So, like you said, that they did win both their matches versus the Next Sea. I do think this will be a lot closer. I think Next Sea have been really prepping it up for themselves. They haven't they haven't been too active in terms of like warring and scrimming, but they have been putting out the results as we have seen in 200 league. But I think it's gonna come down to who's gonna get that lap one front presence and who's gonna run from there. Encore and Next Z though are both very good at pulling shock and using them well. So it'll be very interesting match to watch.
Yeah.
So, uh, our 4 POVs, I already kind of forgot them, but I believe we have Tech, we have, um,
And Thwax Alpha, I think,
yes, Alpha,
for
Zuax.
NN.
Oh, wait, no, not Zuax, but someone else.
Oh,
But,
not Thwax, okay.
either way,
Let me.
it's gonna be exciting. I've never seen 4 POVs for a match before. So, and also I am pretty I'm I just started playing 200 like not too long ago. Probably like 4 months ago, so it's gonna be very fun for at least me to see how these guys play and how they how much better they are than me. It'll be fun to see. I'll learn a couple of things along the way as well. And we
Yeah.
almost
So what?
have mhm,
So watching these D1 matches of 200cc, it's really interesting because if you started pretty near yeah, these dates, playing 200cc competitively, it's going to be a really good, how to say it? They kind of give you an idea for the meta of the 200cc.
yeah, exactly. For in terms of like combos, what we're gonna be seeing is a lot of biddy buggies. That's for sure. We might see
And midweight characters as well.
mhm, we see Elmer sometimes using Luigi's Scooty. I'm not sure if he's gonna bust that out today, but That's one strange combo that we'll see. Desi, he uses, I believe Tanuki Mario Biddy,
Or
which will be
Tanuki Mario or
that'll be
Gold
fun.
Mario, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think Ty will use the Link Scooty, which that's another fun combo. With 200, you can vary the characters a lot, but usually you'll see Mr. Scooty or the Biddy Buggy.
Yeah,
Uh,
we saw Tech using Roy BD,
mhm, pretty standard. And then I
and
think
I believe Thwax and Nino play with Waluigi BD.
yeah, I think all of next Z play with Waluigi Biddy, and then you see a mix of combos from Encore.
Yeah,
And in terms of how we're gonna see, like what we're gonna see on the racetrack itself, we're gonna see a lot of runners to start out with. There's very few tracks where you want to be full on bagging, and those two tracks are probably Cheeseland and Dry, and that's basically
yeah.
it. The rest you're gonna see a lot of runners, which makes for very exciting gameplay. And on 200cc, you'll see a lot of big breakaways. So there will be oftentimes like top two, top three broken away. Meanwhile, the back of the pack is trying to catch up with their dodges and their shrooms. So usually it's going to come down to whether or not the other team can pull shock if the other team has front presence. And if the front presence is mixed up, it's just whichever team gets shocked first is the one more likely to win. So you're gonna see two main battles: the front and the back, one for shock and one for the front presence. And since 200cc usually plays so short, there's only ever going to be one shock, or if there's two, it's usually someone dodges with it.
Yeah.
So it's either zero shocks or one shock, meaning it's basically a race to try and get that. And if it doesn't happen, then you just need to try and catch up as soon as possible. And the front presence will be very important. So I'm glad we're getting a lot of good POVs as well. Like technical is a very premier front runner. You're gonna see him up there
We
all the time.
we might see Encore picking Rainbow Road in case they have mid spots because yeah, we also know Technical has the world record for Rainbow Road and he's
Hmm.
really good at it.
He
Thing
also
that we have that broken item set at the cannon. So I don't know if running still matters with that.
yeah, I think it makes it so that you have to run even more because since it's so broken, you just want to be in bottom four but still pretty close to first because you'll still pull broken items and you'll still be at shock distance. And I've seen when I've played against technical, he always just breaks away like super far on that track, and then it's just you'll pull dodges in like fourth or fifth even because of how far ahead he will be. And at that point, it's just a dice roll as to whether or not you get shocked because everyone else is pulling dodges and bills and stars and ghosts and stuff like that. It looks like we have 12 in the room, so we're gonna get started. Encore is hosting, so we're gonna see them hosting match one. I believe next Z will be hosting match two,
And
but
in case of a third match, Encore will host again.
yes, if it comes to a third match, Encore will be hosting again. So Mount Wario, I haven't seen this track come out of Encore very much. I don't know if it's a standard runner from them. Do you know about that?
No, actually, I don't didn't know they picked this track. To be honest,
Oh,
like,
well,
yeah, it's surprising me a bit.
don't they usually pick just Moo Moo Meadows for for these kind of
Mumu
spots, or is
Meadows
it
is for yeah, so maybe they don't know their spots exactly, so they're waiting for, or they're just saving it for our next race. Mumu Meadows is like the top runner of 200cc, the track that you most want to pick when you have a top five, for example.
okay? So they are top 3-5. My guess is that they knew they were a bunch of tops, and I've heard this several times from them before that they don't want to pick Moo Meadows for like a load of tops. They just want to pick it for something like top 2, 5, 6, or 1, 4, 5 or something like that. So yeah, let's get started. We see Technical's POV. He's in fifth. The shroom cut is not too big of a deal on this track because it doesn't save like literally any time. So we're gonna see not too much shape up from the first part of this lap. Top 2 from Encore, maybe even the top 3 with Desi up there.
Yeah,
And
so we have Brandon in first with Link, and you see this track on this track is really different from 150cc. You take this ladder and that ramp, and as we see, Encore is top 3, pretty solid running. In case a blue shell comes, technical can go in first and Brandon slow downs. So they have pretty much their run at the moment. Yeah, we
yeah, no,
see technical is in this room there to just take the cut, and this is the hardest part for the track. So now they can outrun the blue in case there is one. So
yep, you can outrun
that's
the
really
blue from
important.
here.
Yeah, in case there's a blue, in case.
We also need to see if there's going to be a target shock here at the end. If the shot comes, it's going to be right now. And it looks like Encore running free. No shock. There's the blue. Looks like his teammate was holding it for him. And just a clean first place.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what he got behind him. Okay, 1,
So 1,
3.
3, 5, 6, 9, 11 for Encore. That's a really solid race to
Yeah,
start with.
it's not as big of a race as I thought it was going to be. I thought they had top 3 locked down, but I think Ty ended up not getting a super fast cut when technical took that shroom. And yeah, I mean 1, 3, 5, 6 is still really good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as big as what I thought they're capable of after that lap 1. Now they're going straight to TikTok. Okay, no Moo Meadows just yet. I wonder if they maybe are taking out some of Next Z's runners that they don't want to see from them. I'm not too sure what Next Z uses in tournament, to be honest, but okay, we do get TikTok. I mean, if you keep chaining runners, you're just going to keep probably chaining first as well, as long as there's no shocks.
Yeah.
It's going to be very important to pay attention to the mini map, especially on this track, because there's not going to be we're not going to see too much action from Technical himself. He's just going to probably, take normal lines and end up keeping first because he's just that fast. And yeah, I mean, he's already basically gone. Like, look at seconds already
Yeah.
like a second behind, and he's just started driving.
We have to take in mind that 200cc it's really a really the fastest CC in the time game.
Oh, we do
So
see
the
Nino
thing is
taking
that
over first.
yeah, so Nino probably just did the shortcut with the shroom or the Nisk, I don't know. Doing the Nisk is really risky, so maybe he took a shroom in second, and yeah. We might see technical doing the same on lap 3 because I think yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. Block it. Oh,
Oh, we
there's
see
a
not pulling a
bomb.
bomb in first.
That's
Damn.
pretty huge for them. They're 145 now.
No, top two
Oh
four
wait, no.
five,
What
top two
happened to
four
Ty?
five.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because someone else took Nisk. Okay, now
Ouch.
they are really far up there. They might be top 4 at this point because it looks like Ty died as well, or maybe it was just lag on the minimap.
We see Michael in sixth. Elmer in front of. Oh, technical getting the
Oh,
kill.
oh,
And
they
he
get the
dodges this
shock.
shock.
Oh
So we
my.
saw Brandon there. Yeah,
Wait, is
Technico's getting third. Top 2
okay.
for
Well,
next scene.
I thought since I saw the Luigi, I thought that was gonna be Elmer in first, but nope. Elmer's on DK this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge race from Next Z. I mean, that
Hmm.
bomb basically sealed their top spots for them. Even the shock could not help them there. With the miracle build that Tech pulled there in 8th, he still could not bring it to a first.
I'm still wondering from who was that shock, to be honest.
It was definitely an encore shock. I have no doubts about that. But
They might have used it late because we saw, I believe it was Elmer in a dodge and he didn't dodge. So
oh,
that's quite sad.
maybe maybe it was a next Z shock, and then technical pulled the bill, and they knew that they had shock, so he just spammed it straight away to try and get the dodge. Because it did look like they got next Z before set, but I thought it was just because,
Yeah.
Encore was also getting 2 into set, so it didn't matter too much.
And as I told you, we see Encore picking in this track, Rainbow Road.
Yep, for the mid spots, just as you said. First opportunity they get. And yeah, this is where lap 1 matters a whole bunch because
Yeah.
even though the cannon set is so broken, you could just run away so
Oh,
far.
almost bunk off. Yeah, we see Brandon in first. I think the guy in second is from NN.
Oh, it
Oh,
looks like top 3
wow.
from
Top
Encore.
three for Encore.
Spacing out for his teammate, good idea. He has triple protection, so he doesn't need to be too fast.
There's Kiva, I believe, in fourth, the Luigi.
Yeah, it looks like it. And
So
now,
we have a serious problem. If Tentacles gets stolen, he might kill Elmer.
yeah, he might be spaced out far enough though that it won't matter. The big
Yeah.
thing now is next Z able to pull the shock? Oh, and technical is
Mm.
just so fast. He's just running into his teammates and spacing out once again. Uh, classic technical. Okay, the blue
Tom
shell's
in
out.
fourth.
He will not be able to outrun this one.
Yeah. Outrunning the illusion in this track is really hard because you have to brake drift almost on its turn, so it's impossible.
Wait,
Oh,
oh,
Brandon
I think
have
he
a
had a horn.
horn.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why he kept driving? Okay, well, it looks like there's no shock in play because it would have been used by now. And top 3 for Encore at the moment, unless there's some late last minute shock after a golden, perhaps. Nope, it doesn't look like it. Technical going for the back, not getting it, but still
Yeah,
top
so
3.
top three for Encore. And there's the shock. It
Well,
might be an Encore shock just to but used late in oh never mind.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that what we saw?
Yeah,
So a big
yeah,
neutralization after top 3 broke away on that track. Yeah, I'm guessing next gen used that last minute shock to get them those last minute mid spots. Because
yeah.
I did see a couple of Encore up there, namely Desi at least. So yeah, it looks like that shock did actually shake things up. And
Mm,
even though we're tied right now, it's not going to be Encore's gonna have a slight lead after that, but it's still really, really close. Now we're gonna take a look at Nino's POV. Twisted Mansion is what got picked. A very good mid spot track for both 150 and 200. The shroom cut is pretty broken on both modes, so
yeah. Getting a shroom in fourth will probably make you front run the track if you have enough luck. But we can't secure a first from the first moment of the track.
it
Just to
looks
get
like
picked, it's really hard to do that.
Roy is still in first. So oh wait, no, that's not technical. So not quite sure who it is. It might still be an Encore member, because I'm not sure Next Gen is
I
using
don't
any Roy.
think an is just in Royce.
But we do see a lot of mid spots from
That
NN
might be
here.
Awoken or Ty.
Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6 at least from NN, and technical doesn't get killed out. So 2, 3, 4, 5 for Next N or Next Z. Triple greens for
Ouch.
Nino. He might have to just throw these away if he wants to chain, but he's not going to. He's
There's
going
a
to save
blue
it for the
shell. There's a
shroom.
blue shell.
Okay, that's pretty big. Oh, the
The
bomb!
bomb that leaves Ty.
Oh, Nino's
He
getting
gets hit with triple
completely destroyed
greens.
now. Bottom 3 for Next Z. They have to go for it now. Golden Bill not going to quite do it. And it looks like the top 2, 4, 5 is
Desi, DK, and a Link, and then a Roy. Yeah,
yeah. Encore is just breaking away now. It looks like maybe even a bottom 4 for Next End or Next Z. Apologize. Yeah, I mean that just looks like so promising for Next Z just to get completely destroyed by that bomb. That was
top
top
six.
6. Oh no.
Ouch.
Oh no. That's gotta
Yeah,
hurt.
Anchor just broke away after this race.
Yeah, I mean, they were looking so good. They had 2, 3, 4, 5 on lockdown, and then the 2, 3, 4, 5 got locked completely down after that bomb. And now they have to go for a heavy bagger and hope that they get their track pick because otherwise it's gonna be very, very tough to break these tops. Paris, very typical runner now for Encore that the DLC has been out for so long because they've been picking this track day 1, and they've realized that, "Oh, yeah, you can just run away with your top spots here." But we do see Cheeseland, and that is pretty big for next Z. They did not want to have to make a huge comeback on a group runner like Paris.
Yeah, so we see Alpha going for the run, and Desi getting hit now
Okay, so even though front presence is not too important
on this
on this
track. Yeah,
track, it's still a good idea to have it just because you can measure how much. Oh, I haven't. I know people go for
Alpha
that.
doing the world record strats.
Yeah, but like I just didn't think it would be good to go for it. But he did have a green to break the cheese, which is probably very important. I would think it might be too risky. But let's see
As
if he
I
goes for it
know,
on this track.
has one of the
Oh
best.
no.
He gets read it, and there's the
Okay,
blue.
well,
Okay,
this is
so
a
Alpha has one of the best running. Yeah, he's like his driving is really clean, and it's one of the best for 200cc.
Encore pulling 5 reds there to take
Yeah,
out Alpha
take
from
him
first.
down.
He's still super close to first, even with all that, with the 2 reds
So
and the blue.
1-3-4, no 1-4. Sorry now for Encore because Brandon is in first now.
Now we see Elmer in fourth. He has a star as well. If there's a shock here, it looks like it's gonna be used very soon, probably after this. Nope, not after the bill, not after the star. It looks like we might
There
see
isn't a shock.
technical did get
Technical doing
first.
the shortcut. Elmer as well, top two at least.
I think
And we
okay. Yeah,
see
top
all,
two.
yeah, tracks.
3, 4, 5, 7. Was that a bottom two for next Z?
Yeah, Coney and Nino.
Yeah, that's a okay race for next Z. It could have been better, I think, but it was just a lot of chaos at the end, even without shock. And Alpha would have ran away with that had there not been 5 reds and a blue going for him. But that is life on 200cc when you're running and when everyone else is bagging.
Let's switch to, let's see how technical is doing now because we saw two races for, well, not technical, Michael better than technical, to be honest. So Michael is the only one, is the, I think, the Metal Mario, and he's probably the Spin Drift man. You'll understand why later.
Yes, he
You'll
is the
understand
Spindrift
it.
man. He is known on Twitter as the Spindrift man. He is.
Yeah.
I think he might be the sidekick or pianist is the sidekick to the Spindrift man. He There's been a lot of like viral quips on Twitter of them just spin drifting on every single track for the entire lap on 200. It was very
Yeah.
funny the first time I saw it. But we do see MKS coming out, one of Next Z's track picks. It's gonna be it's gonna be interesting because this is what what I thought on 200cc is that when I first started playing, I thought this was just gonna be a pure runner since I didn't think motion would affect too much. But oh, how wrong I was! This is like it almost affects
Yeah.
the race outcome more
So
on 200cc.
motion is still faster on 200cc, but what it isn't faster is doing the stroomless glider. That is still slow. I think it still is slow in 200, so
Yeah, yeah. So you
it's
have to go
faster to
around.
go for the bottom path. Yeah.
And technical did get out
We see technical bagging.
straight away. So yeah, it looks like he's gonna be going for shock. He might stop at this set. No, he's gonna just keep going.
No, there's shock distance now, so
Yeah, I'm a little bit too far behind to keep stopping because he wants to be able to catch up himself.
he might use his wheel after all this, so he sees if they have shot or not.
Okay, he's holding it.
Oh, he's
They
holding
might have
it.
pulled it. They might have pulled the shock. Elmer might have it in 10th. We might see someone have it in a higher spot after like a star or something.
Or he's
He's
just
just
holding it for the extension. Yeah, the extension now.
it
So
was very weird because
Technical
I think
might
he
be
needed to
able
catch
to
up
do the
there.
glider as well, but he's not going to be able to come back that much. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
only
he needed.
two spots.
I think he needed to use that bill a little bit earlier than that if he wanted to get a better spot.
Two, four,
And
five, seven, 10 last for Encore. Yeah,
that's a pretty even race. It's not going to shake up too much, which means
yeah.
Nexty really has to pick up the pace in these next couple races. That's only going to be like maybe a +2, +4. So they're down 56 right now before this race. They're
We,
picking cows,
yeah,
which
we're
is
looking
good
at
for their
cows
spot.
now. So
Yeah, they're gonna really need a big race if they want to contend. Because a lot of these races have been mixed, and except for that top 6 on Twisted Mansion, so they're gonna have to start getting some big races if they want to get this comeback.
yeah. So fun fact: War Stadium on 200cc, it's a lot more chaotic. It isn't
Yeah,
only the start; it's all the race.
yeah. The start actually doesn't favor first as much as you might think because first tends to get bumped out, but it looks like Ty ended up getting bumped out instead. So maybe Kiba keeps first here. We see at least a 2-3, but a 1-4-5. Oh no, he ends up
Ah,
getting trailed
that
out.
lag trail. So there's three Encore members at the bottom spots.
But it looks like there's also 3 Encore members at the top, right behind first. So it's going to be really tough to keep this first place, especially considering how close they are.
Technical with the res intent.
Doing a little bit of a
Doing
reverse
a
item
bit of
smuggling.
trolling.
Yes. Oh, goodbye, technical.
Was that a shock or not?
Don't think so. Maybe.
They might have pulled it.
Or maybe next Z pulled it because Ty instantly uses Bill after. Oh, wow. That's a really good pull from Nino. He's going to be able to just keep chaining dodges. If Encore has a shock here, he's just going to dodge it. If
Yeah,
next Z have a shock, he's just going to keep chaining them to try and. Oh, looks like we see a lot of Encore back here. We
yeah.
might see a top 2 because it looks like first is completely gone. And
That might be alpha.
a Bill in like 4th there. Depends on who that is.
Wow.
Looks like Elmer's in 3rd. And
So we see
2-3
just in
for
ninth.
Encore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
1-4-5, 8, maybe 10, 12. It looks
10,
like, which is
9 last for Encore. 9 last for Encore. 10, 11 for next seed.
okay. Okay, so they got a +4 from the previous race, bringing the lead down to 52. They end up getting another similar race. It's gonna bring it down to about 46, 44, about that. And picking cows once again. They end up getting it, which is really good for them. We're gonna look at Alpha's POV now. And
Yeah,
did
so Chaos is
Alpha
going
one who
to be
got
really
first?
important
Okay, no.
to break away just after lap one ends. So if, for example, second is crossing the line and first is on the item set, they have pretty much the race done already.
Yeah, because you can outrun reds and blues on this track on any part of the track. So it's if you know what you're doing on this track, it becomes very very
There
easy
might
to
not
just
even be
be
blues
first.
because track is pretty short.
Yeah, that as well. Oh, Desi with the triple greens. He's gonna spam him up. He doesn't get anyone, and it looks like top
Yeah, he
2
got
for next Z.
Desi.
Top 3 now.
No,
That,
Ty's in second.
oh, Ty's in second. My bad. But yeah, 1-3 at least. He's gonna be able to outrun this
Alpha,
red.
it's going to get redded? No. Okay, so we
Okay.
see Coney.
Oh no. Okay, I thought he might have been able to, or he might have killed his teammate there.
134 for
One.
next day. That's huge for them.
Yeah, if Connie can get a
We
back here on
see
Ty.
Desi in fifth, or yeah, in fifth.
Oh, oh no, he gets sniped.
Oh
Oh, but he gets it back.
no!
Oh my god, that's so big. They're getting top
That's
2 now
securing in
because of
first
that.
place, even top 2 for
Top
next seed. Top
3! Connie
3!
recovers. Wow, that is big. Ty was probably super excited that he got that snipe off on Connie in first, but he returns right back top 3-5 for next seed. That's huge for them.
Race that they
That's
needed.
the
They
race they
need this
needed,
race.
exactly. It was not in the way I expected them to get it. I thought maybe Connie gets a back on Ty, or maybe with his triple greens, Alpha was able to do something. And he was, but it was after Ty took over first. So really good job on Nexi to recover after what seemed to be a disaster once they lost first. But now they're picking Paris, taking away a runner that Encore would typically use for these spots. So
We
if they can
see
get a
BCW, BCW, yeah.
BCW,
I'm thinking a lot of Mario Kart win, yeah. Okay, so we see BC getting picked by Encore. This is a drafter and kinda bagging track for 200. So yeah, as I know, Encore dominates this track.
okay, but they do get Paris. So like I said, it was a runner that Encore typically uses, but now NextZ get to use it, which this track is one of the heaviest runners on 200cc. So it's going to come down to the first lap, but I have no doubts that NextZ will be able to keep these top spots. Oh, they don't even go for the... Okay, I was going to say, he does lose first instantly. Now we see bottom 3. I thought you go for the first mini turbo to the right there, but maybe
No,
there's
it's better to go straight on 200.
Oh, okay. So maybe you have to go like further left initially to not get bumped like Alpha did there.
Hmm.
See, I go for the first MT, but that's because I play 150. So probably should listen to me.
Okay, so we see Brandon fighting for the first place with
Yeah,
our region. No, I don't know if that's yeah. So
I
Brandon,
I think
that
that's
guy in first might be Nino or other, and
or
then
Kiva. 1-3 it
yeah.
looks like. Oh my god.
What?
Wow, that was
I never
me
seen
neither.
saw that.
I've never seen someone get hoard off quite like that before. Uh So now he's in the back. It looks like Encore are all behind first. Okay, maybe not.
Michael is in
Michael
second.
went wide. There's a
Technical
blue
hot
shell.
shock. Technical hot shock. Yeah,
Oh,
Encore
that's huge. TS on the
and a
top
blue
3 spots
shell.
and the blue.
Ouch.
But Luigi might be able to keep first. Desi is catching up there. We see a lot of Roys. Oh, there's a bomb. Did that hit Encore? I'm not quite sure. 6 for
Desi
Alpha.
got first at
I think
least.
I think they got
I think
4
technical is
top
second.
6. Oh no.
135. Okay, not bad. They
Okay.
saved the race a lot. They have and then have really huge top spots. So
Okay, I thought it was gonna be much more disastrous for next Z right there, but it was only a 135. I thought it was at least a 1345 for them, but not nearly as bad. So they're able to bring this back now. Toad Circuit for next Z. That's a pretty big bagging track. I play this a lot in 200 Lounge, and it's just it all comes down to whether or not you have like a star at the end of the track
okay,
because it just saves so
Food
much.
circuit acts as two type of tracks, two type of uh,
Ways to
how to say it?
play.
You can ways to play. There are two types. So you can run it pretty easily, but you can bag it as well, like going for goldens or stars. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really easy to win the track.
Yeah.
On Clan Wars, it's more going for run to run and for yeah for Mogis and Lounge. Well, it's the same thing. You have to bag it that track.
Yeah, and I think again it's going to come down to like we have seen on the bagging tracks, it's going to come down to shock and whether or not they get it if they end up do bagging, and we do get Toad Circuit. So we're going to see those strategies be implemented, but when I first saw this come out, everybody was thinking, "Oh yeah, this is just a bagger on both modes." And then people started playing it more and they were like, you can run this quite easily. So we're going to see a big split. We're not going to see too many of people in the mid pack, And if we do see people there, they're gonna have dodges at least.
It's a
So
really simple track. It's a really simple track that it's a long turn, a straight, and then two turns
wow, we see a
for
lot of
three.
runners to begin. So technical does pull double shrooms. Oh, but he has to use it there. And is that a top 3 for Encore? Maybe I think Nexi ended up cutting there, but 2, 3, 4, 5 at least for Encore. Oh, a
What?
nice back
What
for
defeat that?
I think Nino. Oh, the double back!
Oh,
That is, he just took out 3 Encore members with 2 items there. No problems. Now Encore really
we
have to
see
rely
a
on dodge.
technical on the back. Yeah, Anchor's at the back at the moment. So they need a star. All of them, all the people in the back need a star. And yeah, technical doing the comeback. It's
Yeah,
really close to first. He
maybe
might
able to
actually
take
get
cut here
first.
and shave off some time. Oh no, he plants his teammate. 1-3
Okay,
for next Z. It looks like 1-3-4.
1-3-4. Yeah,
1-3-4, 8-9, 12. So that's a +6 maybe for them. So not too bad. You definitely take those. And it looks like it's only going to be a 30 mid-30s difference, which is definitely comebackable with 2 races left. Definitely possible. It's just you're gonna have to make one of these races big, and you're gonna have to get a win on the other one. So next, you really have to get their track pick here if they want a chance. Otherwise, they just need to neutralize and try. And if it's a bagger, yeah, Sweet Sweet Canyon. It's a very very good bagging track just because you can that shroom cut at the end just saves so much time that even just having a star there to be invincible for the rest of the race is just so huge. And it's definitely one of those tracks that anything can happen on. So we do see Tokyo
we
Blur
see
though.
Tokyo Blur getting picked. Okay, so Tokyo Blur, it's a running track on 200.
Yes.
Yeah, you can draft, but the thing is that if you break away, like on Toad Circuit, it's like, yeah, Toad Circuit version 2. If you break away at the start, you have your race pretty much done it because it's really easy to outrun the blue as well.
Yes. Yes. This is almost it's not nearly as easy as something like Moo Moo Meadows, but it's one of the easier tracks to outrun the blue on. You just have to go a little bit wide at the end. Oh, technically it's a huge trail out.
Technical, yeah,
And
yeah.
now he has to try and snipe Zuax here, but he does have a trail. Oh, and he gets bumped.
Ouch. Yeah,
That's
that
really
hurt.
hurts.
That makes him play the race from the back.
Okay, we do see a lot
Did he
of
hit Nino with the back?
yeah, and it looks
Yeah,
like
I think he did.
he
Rip.
was probably backing
Rip
either way.
Nino.
But yeah, that just solidifies their back presence. Now we see, I think, at least 4 of Encore in the front. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5 for
Yeah,
Encore.
yeah. But
If
I think
that guy in first is from Encore, they have a top 4 at the moment. Or a top 5, I don't know.
it doesn't. I don't know if that
It doesn't
is.
look like. It doesn't
Yeah,
look like it.
Blue is out. Oh, Brandon gets backed.
Brandon!
Definitely a first for Nexi. They wouldn't be
I
backing
think
there.
that's Alpha. I think it's Alpha in first.
Okay, 2, 3, 4 at least for Encore. It looks like maybe even 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh
Yeah,
no,
and
Ollie.
Ollie.
Okay, so 1, 3, 6 for Nexi. So this is one of those. I said they needed a win and then they needed a huge race, and it looks like they got the winning race. Now they just need the huge race.
Yeah.
I think next year going to be up about, or not next. They're going to be down about 34. It looks like. So it wasn't even a win actually. Those bottom spots ended up mattering a lot. So now they need a massive race in order to get the win here. And I believe they play an extra GP if is a tie. So if it has to come down to that, they will do it. And I mean, it just shows that, whatever happens here, it shows that Nexty have what it takes to be Encore. It's been very, very scary for Encore to have to play this match so far because they got, even though they got that top 6, they've just been like progressively, chipped down slowly by Nexty. And they just need one big race to end up winning this. So if they can get it just like Encore did early on in the match, then it's lights out.
Okay, so next C might it's making it really close. Yeah, as you said. Um, we have all the teams. This happens to everyone, in my opinion. When someone is really breaking away at the start, they start to relax, to say it like that. So, and that makes the other team getting even even more positive races,
Yeah, if they do take out
and
first, exactly.
that comes to a lose eventually.
Okay, we do see next end taking that first, so hopefully they don't get too comfortable here, like you said. But this is a track where shock ends up mattering a lot, and since there's so many like split paths and wide paths and wide lines to take, it's not going to be too bad for technical as he almost gets it into first, but he does get trailed
Oh,
by Connie. That's pretty huge for them. They're going to see a lot of people taking cut here.
we
Is
see
this a two,
two,
three,
three,
four,
four,
five,
five,
six?
six. Two, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Encore. This is, yeah, this will probably secure their win.
If there's no shock. If there is a shock, this is really huge for next Z because we see all of Encore up here with only shrooms. They don't have any dodges.
There's a
Blue is
blue.
out. There is no shock in play, and it looks like Encore will be taking the first match quite handily in this
Yeah.
last race. Yeah, I think what you said exactly kind of summarized this race. Nexi got too comfortable with Encore being or not Encore with Nexi being
No,
in first, one
Encore
of their
got
members.
a bit comfortable, so with the top six, and they started to relax a bit. So next
Oh,
he
that's what
just
you're saying. Okay.
just took in their favor that thing and tried to make the comeback.
I also
They
saw a lot
have,
of.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Encore did actually stop them from prevent doing from doing that.
Okay, what I thought you were saying, and what I think is also true, is that whenever Nexi had first, they knew they could keep it, but the back spots they weren't like trying to contend for first as well because they already knew that they had it right. So they kind of just tried to pull like a last minute shock, which they didn't get it a lot of the time. But even if they did get it, it was a lot of Encore just breaking away with the front presence that Nexi had. So I think next match, if you're Nexi, you want to try and contend with those front presence with the front presence that Encore has to try and you know get as big of a race as possible because they definitely needed it on that last race. And even with shock, I'm not too sure if that would have mattered. Uh, you would have been able to get them after set and maybe get a huge race, but Desi was at least back there, and they were so far ahead that it might not have even mattered. Uh, so yeah, with that out of the way, we will see you guys next match at the next hour. That is when we will be starting. But since 200cc is still quick, we get a bigger break. So we'll see you guys then.
Okay, so we're back for the second match for this the 200 League D1 finals, not finals, sorry, semifinals. Again, Encore playing against Next Team, and we saw Encore winning the first match by 56, taking one of probably the one of the matches that might give them the win already. So if we can, we're gonna see the lineups in a bit, and yeah, there we have. So Encore now is going with Awoken, Berda, Brandon, Desi, Technical, and Sai. Awoken and Berda are coming again, and we see the same lineup for next scene: Alpha, Kiva, Coney, Nino, Oli, and Swags. I'm still with Gyrodos.
Yes, yes. Welcome back, everyone. Do you know who is out for Awoken and Berta? I forgot who.
Michael goes for Awoken. Verda, I think It's yeah, I don't remember. I'm gonna check.
Uh, I think it was
Elmer,
it Desi?
Elmer,
Oh no, Desi's still in.
Elmer.
Okay, Elmer, that makes sense. Okay, so we're back once again. I don't think this lineup is going to change too much for Encore, even though they did switch out two members. Uh, it seems like a very similar lineup. I think Elmer and Berta play very similarly in terms of play style to one another. Awoken is a bit of a different beast than Michael is, but he's definitely a good runner as well. And uh, Nixie obviously didn't change anything. I think they just said to themselves, yeah, we were, we were doing great last match. It's just the last race and then that top six that they got was what really killed us. And they wouldn't be wrong there. It was only a 62-point swing from those two races, and those 62 points really did matter in the end since they only lost by 56. So if those turned into positive races or just slight losses, they would have been able to take that win. So it looks like everyone is in already. Nino's starting the room, and we're getting started very soon. Only 2 minutes. This is so
No,
fast.
there's 11 people.
Oh,
Nino
you're
was
just setting
just
it up. Okay,
getting everything set up.
gotcha. So okay,
There is
now
Awoken.
there's
Now
a woke.
there's 12 in the room.
But either way, we're still getting started really soon after the room is up. So you guys will get action straight away. And since Nino's hosting, my guess is that he's gonna pick Moon Meadows once again. We might see a an off the bat Rainbow Road coming out from Encore. That's my two
Or
guesses for
BC.
church for tracks. Yes, or Bowser's Castle or BC Wii as Dark says it. Um,
No, not anymore. Not anymore. BC we got out after I
yes.
said that.
I don't know what Nino's waiting on. Maybe it's one of his teammates went to the restroom real quick, but um, yeah, I think this match, although it might be closer in score, I think it might be much of the same as what we saw last match. I don't think we might see a little bit more shocks if I'm being honest, because last match I didn't see too many. I think there's only like 3 or 4, and usually there's at least 7 or 8 in most 200 matches, and a lot of the shocks came like very late into the race where it didn't matter too much. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out. It was exciting nonetheless last match, but I think this match it's going to be even. I think it's going to be way more swingy in terms of the score.
Yeah,
Okay, well
this
I got
match is going to be deciding a lot in if Encore just goes against Retidar or Next C can make the comeback for the third match.
yes,
So if Encore wins this match, they just this just ends,
yep.
and we have again Encore against RR. We see
All right,
Alpha going in second, top two for NN.
yeah. This is the track that Encore solidified their win last match, and now they're picking it for the first track. Uh, looks like Berta is taking the Luigi this match. Uh, okay. Alpha using his shroom straight away. Gonna get trailed there.
Yeah, gets trailed and
And
grinned.
back. Man, this is not the start you wanted if you're Alpha.
Yeah, being at the back that soon might not be a great choice.
Yeah, it didn't look
Brandon with
like
the
he
fire.
was expecting to get a shroom, and that's why maybe he spammed it, or maybe he thought he would go further up than he did. Either way, it
Is that a
looks
top
like they
five
have.
for Encore?
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be a top five. I think. No, I don't think Elmer's not in anymore, so I don't know who that
No,
DK
but
is.
it's Berda.
I thought
No,
Berta was on
it's
Luigi.
Oli. Yeah,
Oh, it's
Berda's
Ollie.
on
Okay,
Luigi as
yeah, yeah.
well.
So top
Okay,
two,
so it's one top two for yeah, not four.
top two
Sorry.
for Encore. Triple streams for
Oh,
Alpha
Oli
during the
is on
last race.
DK. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Blue's out as
there's the
well.
blue. There's the blue.
I think Technical's able to outrun this, but oh, maybe not.
Did it hit
Some
him?
hit.
Yeah. Okay,
No,
so
no,
top
he outran
two
it.
for next C.
No. Technical outran the blue. It
Oh,
was
did it
just
hit?
flag. Yeah, yeah. So two for each
Uh,
for next next Z. Maybe 2-3-4. That last
Oh,
minute
just
shock when they
tie,
got
not
them.
tech. Okay.
Oh, tie, not tech. Okay, 2-3-4, bottom three. Oh, yeah, they were looking good, but unfortunately, that bottom three does really make it a very bad race for next Z, despite those top spots.
Yeah.
I believe that's a
Plus
minus
X
12.
or something like that for Encore.
Oh, +8 for Encore. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Next Z picking DS there. Um, Encore still thinking of their track pick. Very strange spots, I guess, for them to pick 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They go Bowser's Castle. Okay, so they just go a track that they're in general comfortable with. Makes sense. Dolphin Shoals, one of those drafters, both in 200cc and 150. They do get the Bowser's Castle pick. And even though Encore picked it all of last war, they get it for the very first time this war. And it's going to be very interesting because I really hate how the cycles work on this track with the little club swinging about.
Yeah.
I know that Encore know these cycles like the back of their hand, so they're gonna just know what to do no matter what happens. If they get bumped here, if they don't, technical's gonna go to the right, I believe. Oh no, he goes to the
We're
left.
watching
Oh
Awoken.
well. Oh, this is Awoken POV. Okay,
Yeah, now Nino.
my bad.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we see Brandon in first, Berta with the Mario, and he gets
Oh,
trailed by Nino. Ah, yeah. A risky kill, and he gets punished. Yeah. We
well,
see Nino
that was interesting.
going after going to the back spots now after that, and
Ooh,
gets ticketed. Yeah.
now he's gonna have
Nino's
to go for top, I think.
pretty back now.
I
I think
believe that.
it's a bottom three for Anan.
Yeah, I believe the Mario is Encore,
No, it's
and
Sai.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's who's in the back. But so it looks like there's a top three for Encore in the front with the Link, the Tanuki Mario, and
Yeah.
the Mario. My guess is next Z are in fourth, but it looks like a top 3, 5, 6 for Encore, and no shock for
Ooh, the
Nino.
Bill.
Blue is out. He might be able to outrun this unless there's a horn. Okay, looks like he outran it
He's
so
outrunning the
far.
blue. He's outrunning the blue. Yeah.
Oh no, he got hit by it. Okay,
He got hit now. Yeah. Okay.
but it looks like it might not even matter because they're just so far gone. Awoken
Yeah.
uses a star a little bit early to predict the target shock that next Z could bring, but oh, triple greens, that's so unlucky. And now he's
Uh. Uh.
oh
Oh.
she dodges though, last second. Oh,
Oh,
and he
he
kills
kills
Connie.
Tony.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
10-11.
So 10, 11 for Encore.
Looks like a top three
There's the
though.
shock, but
Oh
doesn't
no,
mean anything.
top two, 7, 8, 10, 11.
That's a positive race, I think.
That's a great comeback for next season. They were looking very, very, very bad there with the top three that were completely gone. But that
If I
last
were
minute shock,
Awoken, I should have used my star a bit later.
yeah, but I think if next Z really wanted a big race there, they needed to use it when those three were over the glider, and they just used it like a lot later, where top two were already across the line, and they didn't have to worry
I,
about those top spots, so they got all the
in
mid
my
spots.
opinion, I think Nexi got it last set, not on the
Yeah, maybe
second.
they might have just
So
spammed it.
yeah, that's so they couldn't do anything better.
Yeah,
If Awoken had a shroom at least, or did take that shroom in the floor, he might got a better spot.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, at least he got going into last.
exactly. Instead of being in a bottom two, it was a 9 or 10-11 instead. So
It was a +0 race. Okay, we have that in mind.
yeah, it's only a lead by 8 for Encore after these first two races. Oh, someone DC.
That's
Did
an Encore member.
no. It's an XZ member because there's 6
Huh?
per PPS. So I think it was oh, okay, we didn't get to see who it was.
Oh
It
yeah,
wasn't
I'm blind.
Kiba.
I'm blind. Sorry, I'm blind.
It wasn't
Yeah.
Kiba. It wasn't Nino. It wasn't Alpha. Maybe it was Zuax. Might be
Or
Zuax.
Oli. Was it Oli?
I thought I saw Ollie's me, but maybe I'm.
Yeah,
No,
okay, he's
Ollie's
here.
here. Okay.
It's Fax there.
Okay, but 2-3 for next Z. They wanna try and basically get as good of a race as they can, despite them guaranteed to get last. What happens in these 11-player rooms is, points wise, you give +2 to first place and +1 for the rest of the racers, including the person who DC'd because they're guaranteed last,
Yeah,
which is 1 point.
exactly. We
So
have that in mind. In case one next C member gets last, it's an instant bottom two.
yeah. So you really need a good race if you even want to just neutralize the disconnect from next Z.
Ouch, Alpha hitting the nan on the floor.
Oh,
And
but
a
there's a
shock.
shock. Was that an encore
Encore
shock?
shock? No, that was next C. Next C shock.
Yeah. Looks like a 2-3-4 now top 3 for
Up two,
next Z.
at least.
I believe the person behind them is another Waluigi, which should be another member of next Z. But oh, Nino has a starred first. Nice.
Okay.
I'm guessing he either got shocked before boxes and got
We
that,
see a
or
Mario in third, or is that
I
still a
think so.
Waluigi?
And I think he's gonna throw this right at the end to try and nope, not
Oh,
quite. 1-3?
1-3. 1-3
Wow,
for Encore.
that's a miracle for. Oh no,
No,
top
never
2-4.
mind. Never mind. It
Okay,
was Coney. Okay.
that's actually a positive race, I believe, for next Z. Top 2-4, 8, 10, 12. That should be a +8, I believe, which brings them right back to even, which is it. Surprising that they got their best race after getting after being
Disconnection.
down 12 and with that disconnect. Yep. Moo Meadows
Yeah,
classic pick.
so it was Fax who deceived. We see him now in the room again.
Mm-hmm. And
And they're
now,
picking cows.
yeah,
And Ninja Highway for Encore. Okay, this is interesting. So, if Encore gets shrooms in their spot. Okay, I just almost drowned myself. If Encore gets Ninja Highway, yeah, they could have got shrooms and make the shortcut, but
yeah,
they
but
could actually do the same with this track, but it's going to be even harder to do shortcut.
yeah, I think if Nexty didn't have that DC, it could have been way bigger for them. And this is still pretty huge, this track pick, because now you're gonna see most likely Nexty will keep these top spots. It's very easy to keep. Green for technical does not get the trail. Alpha hits someone behind him. Now the top 3 for next Z. People come streaming up, but doesn't take over any top spots. Pulling triple
Who
greens as well
wins?
and a shroom. That is huge for next Z. You're gonna be able to keep these top spots, and I believe
Top
that's
4 for
top
next
4.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, shroom in already. He's gonna use the shroom right here. Gets
Oh,
away from the
that rank.
boomerang. Not able to get the back, but the last boomerang shot does not get him. He shrooms up to back, and it looks like top 4 are completely gone now. Desi is. Is Desi gonna
Never
lap troll?
mind.
Desi's lap trolling.
Oh
Oh,
my
wait,
god.
this could be
This is the
this could
Felix
be
in division in
amazing.
200cc.
Okay, Blue's out. Looks like he's gonna outrun unless Desi gets another star.
Still top
Top
3.
4. Okay,
Oh.
does get hit out. It didn't look like the lap trolling worked. Top 3-6 it looks like for next Z. Maybe even more.
No. Okay.
Top 2-4.
3-5. Okay.
Top
For
2-4-6.
Encore.
Okay. It could have been a lot worse considering they had a top 4. I'm not sure if Jesse hit anyone or maybe he just scared the daylights out of people, and that's why it wasn't such as big of a race. That was a great team play from Jesse there to try and get that top 4 out. They really needed something, and as soon as he didn't pull shock, my guess is that he resorted to the lap trolling because otherwise they were not getting anything out of that race whatsoever. So instead of it being like a +20, +30 race for next year, it was only like it was only a +18 for them. So they are, they don't have to, stop as much momentum as they would have. And if Paris gets big here, it's not nearly as bad as it was as it would have been.
So next C is just a bit far away from Encore at the moment. -14 for Encore overall. So if next C keeps getting minor minor negative races, so the damage isn't that big, and they keep getting positive races as well, they can have their match at this point.
Yeah, that they're
Encore needs
even though they're
a
up only a
really
little
big
bit.
race.
This has been so back and forth that I would not be
Awoken.
surprised if that's the biggest race of the entire war. And Awoken getting hit out straight away, but he's still in. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he's
Yeah.
still in a mid spot after that, but now they're gonna have to resort to shock. It looks like at least a 2-3-4-5 for. Okay, no, Tech was up
Oh,
here.
technical just died.
Rip technical. I don't know where he went, but rip. Top three for next.
No. That Luigi's Berda,
Oh
I
yeah, you're
think.
right. You're right. You're right. I thought it was Kiba still, but
Yeah,
nope.
it's Berda. It's Berda.
So 2-3 for next Z. I'm not sure if these res will be catching up. I know you can't outrun them at least, but you're they definitely
How
will
much
wear.
you cannot
Oh
run?
my god!
418 seconds.
Oh, with the
Oh,
shock.
there's a shock.
That's so big. That's a next Z shock.
Next is shock.
Interesting. I would have thought maybe Nino would throw those reds to try and get him after the shock because they would have definitely
Oh,
reached it.
okay. That's why Nino didn't get the reds out. His reds out. So we know when you get shocked, all your items go into the floor, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. And now it looks like at least a top 2, 5,
It looks
6
really
for.
well. Oh,
Oh,
Nino getting hit. It looks really well for NXT and Core is bottom two. There's a Roy
yep.
and the Tanuki Mario.
So as long as you don't mess up here. Oh, another
Another
shock, and he
shock.
saves himself. Wow. Oh, the smart
Oh,
stealing is gonna
this
come
is
in clutch,
top
getting a
six.
6th
Is that a
place.
top six?
There's no way. There's no way they got top 6. They
Oh my
did.
fucking
Oh
god!
my god, that's crazy. They did the exact same thing that Encore did to them on Encore's track pick. They get the top 6, whereas last time Nexi got the TM, they get top 6, or Encore gets top 6. Next time, Nexi comes back at it. This is that was just so huge. Now they have a margin where they are comfortable enough to where they can even have a couple of really bad races and still win this match. So we might see a game 3 coming out here, but we can't speak too soon because Dry Desert, Trainbow, those are both tracks that can bring Encore back into it, and we see they're plenty capable of doing it. So looks like we are getting Dry after all. And I know Brandon loves to drive or loves to run this track rather. I see him all the time in scrims just running it up, and Nito still as far as field goal.
Nino with the smart steering.
Good thing it literally doesn't matter because because it's a dry desert. If they ended up getting Paris, that would have been really bad, but it's not that bad since it's dry. Literally nothing matters right now because you see everyone stopped at the set. Only 2 runners, one from Nexi, and then Brandon. So very curious to see how these teams. Okay, they end up choosing 5 bagging as the strat to go for. Okay, no dodge for Nino just
Rip,
yet, but
rip
he's.
stream.
Oh, okay. We're gonna
Okay.
take a look at Awoken POV. He has a star. He ends up chaining it.
He's doing his
Interesting
star.
decision.
Okay,
What in
that's
the world?
nice.
I think
That's
his
how
drift
Awoken
blocks.
doing.
I think he got a little bit of a drift block. Maybe it
It
was
might
a.
even be a bagging shot.
Oh.
Oh, next hit.
Oh, they
Was
dodged
that
the
another
shock.
shot? Was that
I think
another shot?
I think Encore dodged the shock. Yeah, and I
Can
think
we
they're
take
gonna
a look
get
to
a.
no, technical?
Yeah, technical would be the one to have it if he does. Okay,
They're slowing
Awoken's
down.
stopping.
There might be another shock.
Okay, he does
Yeah,
not
there
have
it
a.
is. There it is. It has to be another shock.
Yeah, they're all stopping. Wait, no, technical has a star. Okay, I think it was a star that he dodged with,
It might
and
be
not a
even
shock.
tie.
Okay, it looks like they
Okay, so
didn't dodge the
that's
shock.
yeah.
Oh,
There's the shot
there's the shock. I'm not sure if that was a. Okay, wow. Awoken just wins. Wow.
or the bill top
No, because
two. It's going to be a top two for Encore.
yep, because this is gonna
Yeah,
get them out and top two for
top
Encore.
two.
I'm
We
still not.
see a Roy and a Link at the bottom. So
Three, four,
yeah,
five,
top
six,
bottom two.
7, 9, 10. Ooh, that's a little rough, but
I think it's a plus two. I think it's a plus two.
for next Z, right? I think so.
No, for Encore
I'm
or
pretty sure that's a
for
winning race for next Z, but either way, that was a very interesting race. I'm not sure if it was Ty who held on to that shock for a very, very long time. We did end up seeing technical was not the one that was holding the shock after all, but I'm not sure if he dodged with it or if he just you know, pulled another one or someone else
I
pulled
wouldn't
another
be
one.
surprised if it was getting another shock, but I did I did it. My eyes kinda saw a shock. So yeah, okay, random decision. That's
Oh,
unfortunate.
that makes more sense. Okay. And you were right. It was a +2 for Encore there. Um, now we're seeing Mario Kart Stadium for next Z. They're getting all the track picks. Well, not all the track picks. They didn't get their the one where it really mattered with the Paris Promenade, but they're getting a lot of their track picks in this match, and it's paying off for them. They're up 50 right now, so and they could do a lot on this track, especially.
We are
Wait, who?
halfway through the war at the moment, so next is dominating by 52, a really huge distance. But the thing is that with half the war remaining, they can actually lose.
Yeah, definitely.
So
No one is
they
out of it just
have
yet.
it really, really well. They have a really strong setup to win the war at the moment, but they can't trust anything. Oh, we see breaking the blue. Someone breaking the blue.
Yeah, it looks like it was an Encore member who braked a little bit before the set to try and chain the horn as well. So they were able to horn the
Yeah.
blue and chain for more items.
We see Brandon in
Alpha,
first there, a DK as well,
yep.
and
And
then
Alpha
Brandon
tripping
tag
up.
here.
Ooh, triple greens. Not what you want
Oh,
there.
he has a plant.
He turns on motion. And, okay, he got shrooms. Oh no, he turned on smart steering
He has
too.
smart
Oh
steering.
no. Oh,
No. Okay, he managed to still get
I
sixth.
lost him at least a couple spots. Yeah,
Okay, this is
6, 7,
positive
8
race
to
for next
4,
knee.
7, 8. That's that's just unlucky there. Like
Yeah.
whenever you turn on motion there, it's very, very little of the time that you also turn on smart steering. And smart steering, as you saw there, just completely limits your mobility. Instead of being able to, you know, you see all the time, on Twitter, on even these Mario Kart Central casts, on Mario Kart Stadium, you just see people fly from right to left, right into the finish line, lap 3, and it changes up so much of the spots. And Alpha would have been able to do just that if not for the smart steering. So what ended up being a pretty big race for Encore could have been just, you know. Oh wait, it looks like okay, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10 is what was next he got. So it could have been almost match ending had he gotten those couple of extra spots, but those couple
He
points might end up mattering in the end.
he didn't lose any spots. So
Well, I thought
Alpha
he was getting.
still kept sixth. Alpha was sixth, turning on the motion, and he got sixth.
Yeah, but
So
I think the other two Encore members didn't pull shrooms, and they were just doing the little glider at the end. Or maybe they pulled 1 or 2 shrooms, but I thought the 4 shrooms would have made a difference at least, but maybe not. Either way, on to the next race. We see Mount Wario. I believe that was a Encore pick, right?
I didn't see.
Okay. Well,
I
I think it was.
wasn't. I didn't pay a bit of attention to the track picks, to be honest.
All right. Well, it looks like we see a 1-3. Oh,
Oh,
Nino trailing
Nino.
in third. Still a lot of top spots for. Oh.
For
well, as I say
Encore.
that, I don't think
For
it's taken
Encore.
out. Nexi, I do believe
There's a
has
bunch of
4.
lag at the moment. We
Yeah.
can't see where is anyone.
Okay,
So
Ty
I
did lag out of
think
the red.
Anchor's top two
Okay,
for NN, and then
it,
top three now.
I don't know if that's a
Or
top 3.
or
I
is
thought
there a Roy
Encore was.
first? Is there a Roy first or not?
I honestly
I
can't
don't
tell you.
think. No, top three
Okay,
for NN.
yep.
Yeah,
This is it's coming up to the last part of the track. Encore really need a shock here if they want any chance at breaking these tops
he's
because the
probably
triple
going
race
to back everything
fire
now.
is not going to do anything for for Encore there. And it looks like Nino taking the Nisk, going to back all of his fire here. Oh,
He back
top 4?
Kiva.
Top
Did
4
he back
maybe?
Kiva or not? Yeah, he did.
Top 5.
Okay, so does he pass Kiva the line? Yeah. Next is going out. It's they're popping off
Yeah,
at the moment, so
they really turned a bad situation on Mount Wario where, first usually just to gets to run away on that track, they get to collect those 3 coins and probably get another one and then just run away with that. But they were able to break the tops there and get a huge race out of that. And now they're up a full 78 points, which I mean, this might just bring us to a game 3 with that race. It's going to be very hard for Encore to come back with 80 points in 4 races. It's still possible.
it's doable. It's mathematically doable, but yeah, it's
It
a
looks like,
really huge and difficult challenge.
especially with this track pick now.
Yeah,
I don't think Alpha will mess up twice. Yeah, he gets the MT that I thought he should have gone for last time, but um, maybe it's just how his lag works, where second ends up lagging into him, so he needs to go for the extra MT. But I know a lot of people do not go for that, and it looks like they are keeping those top spots at the beginning. He pulls a coin, but he's gonna be able to get protection
is
next
Kiva
set
on
with all of
three
his
or
teammates
bottom
behind
two
him.
at least for Encore?
Yeah, they're already hard bagging for shock at this point,
Yeah,
and it looks like maybe even a bottom 5 for
it
for
might.
Encore.
It might.
So they're really gonna need a
There's the blue
shock.
shell, but yeah. Okay, so the blue shell outrun strat, it's really easy on this track. So we're going to see Alpha outrunning the blue shell without any problems because their
You really think
teammates are
so?
behind him.
Okay. Does he go left here to outrun the blue?
I don't.
He does. He
Yeah,
does.
he
Okay.
you actually go. Yeah, 90 returns aren't the best for outrunning a blue shell.
Nice. He got it. Okay. And there's a shock. Okay.
There's
Is that
that.
blue is
There's another
out once
blue shell.
again? But I don't think it's gonna reach him. I think he's just gonna pass the line right before it hits him. Yep.
He got
Oh,
second.
is that a
We
Roy in
see Ty
first?
or we see Ty getting first, I think. Yeah. One,
Wow.
three, eight, nine, one,
Oh,
two. Okay. They
not the
saved
race.
the race. They saved it.
Not the race you're hoping for if you're Encore, but definitely a match-saving race for sure. That could have been lights out for them had they gotten top 4 there. But they end up getting the 1-3, which really, really saves them. And again, we're in the similar situation. They got a -8 out of that, but it's still mathematically possible. They just need some huge races now.
There still is 120 points difference remaining.
Yep,
So if Vancouver manages to get three huge races, what with huge races I mean not hit top six, obviously, but maybe getting top five, seven, top five last or something like that.
top 3 5,
It's going
6,
it's
something like
asking a
that.
lot. It's asking a lot, but yeah, it's going to be huge for them to come back and make the win.
Okay, gold mine coming out for Encore. It looks like they're hoping to have next Z bump all each other out. Meanwhile, the 1-3 positions can try and keep those top spots, and then the ones in the back could potentially draft up. It's going to be very very tough for Encore to do it, but they definitely can. And even if they don't do it, they still have another match that resets them and lets them completely reset the mind, reset the game, and they are able to potentially, you know, take it home. But in the meantime, we see a lot of next Z in
And
the
then
back.
members at the back, yeah.
We
Except
might
from Desi that is in last, we
yes.
see a Roy in second, a Luigi in third,
Third as well.
and yeah. So the only person we see back there is Desi,
Is the Yoshi
and
also
now Awoken in
Encore?
seventh.
Okay,
It's
maybe
looking really solid for Encore.
we see a lot of Waluigi's though in the front, so that might
Nino can
be.
destroy technical strays, or
Oh,
the
Connie
yeah.
ends up dying. Technical, I think,
Technical
is that
hits
a
a
star?
Nana.
And suddenly we see
Okay,
Nino in second. That is Birdo in first, however. So
yeah.
I think,
There's Ty and Awoken with greens behind him.
yeah, 1 through 4 for Encore. Uh, looks like there's just lag. Oh, he hits the bat.
Oh,
Oh no,
and he likes Ty. Ouch.
no, Ty's still
He's
there.
training
He's
with his mate near him. That's not
oh,
a
he
really
hits
good,
the
and he
banana.
hits a
No.
Nana.
Okay, but there
This is
is a
looking
lot of
really good for. This is looking really solid for Encore.
yeah. It looks like at least a top three for them, and they did get a little bit of bottom spots though. So it looks like it's not going to be as big of a
Top
race. Top
three,
threes.
6, 8 last. Okay,
It's
they're
a good
still on
start.
it. They're still
It's
in
a good
it.
start.
They're still in it. They can still win.
That's like a plus 24 or something like that.
I don't think so. It's that much
You think that's okay? Maybe
because plus 18. Okay,
18.
so
Okay.
they need at least they need two of fives. They need two of them.
Yeah, they need two top fives or like two top
Top
sevens. Or like
four, 6, 7. Top 4,
yeah,
6, 7.
top 4, 6, 7, top 3, 5, 6, 7. They basically can only get top 7, top 8 spots from now on. Uh,
Yeah.
otherwise
So
the match is over or the
the
second
maximum
match is over.
Encore can win now is by 12. Difference is minus 68. So we'll
So,
see
so they needed
if
to
they
win,
can
but
manage to make it even closer or just to win the match.
yeah, Encore need at least a plus 28 in this very race if they want a shot at even tying Nexi in this war. But
And get an extra GP.
yet again, they do have another match to work with. So it's not game over for them. So stay tuned. If Encore do end up losing this, stay tuned for the next match. It's going to be very exciting. Best of 3, of course. So we see a lot of Encore in the back initially, but it's Music Park. Literally anything can happen on this track. It's so chaotic. It's like even though it's a big runner, it's very very easy to get hit out on this track. And yeah, it looks like Encore are hard going for shock already, which does make sense. They do desperately need it with all the
That
bottom spots that they have.
Josie in last, I think it's from next C. Oh,
That's a
Desi
big
hit Nino with the greens. Only dying.
okay.
And there's
Encore
a
is
Roy in
bottom
10th
2,
and
I
last.
believe.
Desi dies now.
Pulls a
Okay,
star. That's
so
really good. Okay, Awoken
Awoken
using
in
his
a
build
build.
there. Maybe
Three
next
builds
Z have a
from
shock
NN,
here.
from Encore, sorry.
Okay, no, they're just spacing out their dodges just in case the other team does have shock. Oh, he didn't get the box
So
there.
he misses the item box.
Does not
We
hit
see
Awoken there,
Awoken
but
getting the
forces him into the
star.
star.
Alpha, okay, he throws his rings.
Ooh.
Deville, ouch.
And now we see a lot of Encore in the top. Oh, bomb does not
Yeah.
connect.
Oh,
Oh, the fire. Okay.
was
No, he did it.
oh no.
Oh, that's so okay. Okay, well, it looks like Ty got 10th or last or
That's not
11th.
enough. It isn't enough. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
Yeah,
it
you're right.
isn't. It isn't enough. It isn't enough.
So we move on to a game 3 officially. Unless there's a repick here, which next year definitely not stupid enough to do that. But if there is no repick here, it is game over. But Encore, again, they have another chance. Next Z, they can do the reverse sweep as well. It all comes down to the last match, and it's gonna be an exciting one. We had a +50 win for Encore. Now we're gonna have a very similar sort of differential in this race, but in the direction of next Z, and it's gonna be very exciting in the last match. I think it's gonna be very, very close. And there's no
We
repicks.
see a How Be Me from Thrax.
Yes, classic.
Unluckiest How Be Bob from NN.
Yep. They got so right now it's 56 differential for next Z, meaning that they can only get top sixth, which would be a -40 for them. So they are winning this no matter what now. And I guess if you're Encore, even though the comeback seemed like it was possible, it wasn't like you weren't thinking to yourself, "Oh yeah, we could do this quite easily." Like it was just a couple unlucky races. They really needed to work for it. And now that they have this extra race to like cool themselves down after this war, any frustrations that they had, which I know Encore's a very strongly
Ooh.
mentally stable team. They're able to get those frustrations out and then move on to the next one. And
Yeah,
this race is just like a warm up for them, basically, for the next match. And
surely.
Nexi, the same thing for
Oh
them,
my
basically.
god.
They get to mentally reset. Even though they had a bad last couple of races, and Nino's just flopping about.
You like we're looking everyone falling off of the track all the time.
Like he's like, "Don't look at my POV,
Awoken,
please."
Nino.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a shock. Hello, hello. Oh,
thank you for some again.
and he caught with it.
He does with the shock.
I don't know if he did that on purpose or
I did. I think he did. I think he
okay.
did.
It looked kind of silly considering
There's
he'd done it.
bottom three. Oh, bottom three for Encore.
Okay, I think they
They're
should have used
probably
it
going to
there.
hold it. They're going to hold the shock. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna hold it, but I think they should have used it a little bit earlier. But okay, he ends up chaining, gets all of Encore out of their dodges, and yeah, they
Probably
just
a
gotta
bottom four for Encore. Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't matter too much, but you know it's good to see that next Z still have it.
Ah,
After getting those really bad last two races, and yeah, that's it. That's it for the second match. Next Z, bring it to 1-1. We're gonna see a final third match for them, and yeah, I can't wait. This is gonna be so exciting. Thank you, Dark, for joining me in the casting booth. It's been a blast, and hope to see you around again.
same, bro. Pretty happy to cast with you, and it's a pleasure and to be here.
All right.
We'll see what it happens on the third match. So, will Encore win and go to finals, or will next see make the comeback after first match and go
Yes.
into finals?
Yes, and
We'll
that's
see in a couple of minutes.
yeah. We're gonna take about a 20-minute break, and we'll be back with the action very shortly. But we'll let you guys have a little break. We'll give the players a little bit of a break, and we'll be back at the hour. So see you guys then. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to match three in the best of three between Next Z and Encore. It's going to be an exciting one. We've got plenty of action for you guys. This one's gone back and forth so far. I expect this match to be very tight. I'm joined by my co-caster, Miles. Welcome,
Uh,
Miles.
Hello, I'm glad to be here. Happy to watch some 200cc action this afternoon. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, and I mean, we had some very interesting matches so far, and this last match is going to have both teams give it their all. We're taking a look at the lineups. We see Berta, Brandon, Desi, Elmer coming in for Awoken, Technical, and Ty. And then for next Z, their standard lineup that they've used in both matches so far: Alpha, Kiba, Connie, Nino, Ollie, and Zuex. We're gonna have Technical, POV, Alpha, and Nino all letting us see the action. I cannot wait for this match 3. Myles, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen here?
Oh my god, it's a toss up. Like I honestly thought that it was going to be Encore's match to lose. Like they've had an ongoing rivalry, these two teams, and Encore seems to always kind of pull away. But the fact that Next Z was able to kind of take the second match and by a lot shows that they're really not messing around today. They're ready to take this title.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
I mean, looking at those lineups, back to those lineups, it speaks to kind of how Encore has a lot of depth, how they're able to switch around these lineups and everything. And I mean, it's gonna tell pretty soon if that's helping them or hurting them, because Next Z has a really cohesive six that they've been rolling in all 3 matches so far. So is that going to be helping them or hurting them in terms of cohesiveness? So
yeah, I think the last match came a lot down to the shocks. Like Next Z were able to very much have access to them even when they didn't need it, and they were able to use those shocks very, very well. And that top 6 from them on Rainbow Road all came from their shock, where they were able to get like a top 2, 4, 5 basically. And Nino made that, or it was Alpha or Nino who made that play where they didn't even throw their red to make sure that they wouldn't get the reds on the ground because they had quad reds, but they ended up not wanting to hit out first or taking that risk to leave his teammates, room to go, and that gave them, a top 2, 4, 5, 6 basically, which made it pretty easy for them to take out third and turn it into a top 6.
yeah, that's a good play for sure. I mean, I've dodged so many times and had my race ended just by ground shells. So
Yeah.
I think being able to coordinate that with your team is really, really amazing.
Yeah, and I think we already have 12 in room, so we're gonna get started very, very soon. Glad these teams could get in very fast and get the match going, so we don't have to wait too long. I think they brought back in Elmer, and I think that was the right decision. I think that he's been playing extremely well. He got that Nana snipe off on Connie on Rainbow Road in the first match, which really, really solidified that race for them. And now they're gonna go Mount Wario again. We see Encore hosting in the third match, so it's gonna be. We saw Next Z win the match when they hosted. Encore win the first match when they hosted. Is that a sign that Encore are gonna win this? Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, what you said about bringing in Elmer, I think that could really go to help Encore a lot. I mean, what I've seen from Elmer, he is a really great communicator. He's a good call leader, and I think he's going to do really good at keeping the call really chill. So it's going to be a really good match for both these teams for sure.
You've played a lot with these guys being on
definitely.
Encore too, so you know exactly how their mindset is and how they do in call. And we see Yoshi Valley, the reset track, coming out for Next Z. So the host advantage has basically been completely
Nullified.
annihilated. Yeah. So now.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about how Next Z's call kind of works together, but I do know that they're a very competitive team, and they're not going to take this loss lightly if they do lose. So they're going to definitely give it their all today.
Yeah, and we see Technical just going around because this is very much a bagger on 200cc, just probably even more than on 150cc.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You just want to hang out and get as good items as you can in the back and then go out from there. But yeah, I mean, it's good to see Technical playing because you get to see some really high-level 200cc driving specifically. He is one of the best drivers in the scene that I've ever seen, so it's really fun to kind of watch him play and do his best on the track.
Even the small stuff like that cut is very difficult on 200cc, and he makes it look so easy. And he's got a star here in 6th place already. And if there's a shock in play, for Encore at least, he's gonna dodge it. Oh no, that was an Encore shock too, and he wasn't able to dodge it.
God, that's so unlucky.
Yeah, the triple reds just completely destroyed his race there.
I mean, yeah, driving fast is a blessing and a curse, I mean, if you're catching up to someone with triple reds, like there's really not much to do there. Oh my god, yeah.
Looks like oh wait, no, we have one Next Z member back here, but the rest are Encore, and yeah, that crucial red got got technical out of his dodge, and now he's in the back here, and he has to contend with all of these people, and he might be able to save a little bit of spots here, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there were huge bomb coming off from XZ in first. He takes out one of Encore, but it looks like they'd still get 2-3 out of that. Maybe like a 1-4-5 for Next Z.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
1-4-5-6-7.
Next.
Yeah, that was a huge bomb. It went off on the mini map and took out one of Encore, which I think ended up being one of their back spots. Which, that saves like an extra 10 or so points for Next Z that they could definitely use to their advantage.
Definitely.
We see a classic from both teams,
Oh
Moo
yeah.
Meadows and Sweet Sweet Canyon. These have been picked a whole bunch in both matches.
Yeah. Sweet Sweet's been a fan favorite from Encore for a long time. I know that for sure.
Yeah, we do get it from Encore. Now it's going to be interesting to see both these races that we saw in the last two matches. I think neither of them involved shock, so
Okay.
it's going to be very interesting to see if a shock is pulled on this track. A lot of the time, it was just, people came up with shrooms at the very end, and they ended up cutting in and getting those top spots.
So it
So,
sounds very driving heavy. Has been the
yeah.
pattern. Okay.
It's very weird because you think with this cannon here, it would give them much more reason to go for the shock because it just, it's so devastating when you do get that shock off, and also
Ooh.
when you get it off after the last set and end up dodging at the very end to just, secure the top spots at the very end. Those two shock spots are pretty huge, but it looks like everyone is just running.
Yeah, well, we see a lot of XZ in the back here, so if anyone's going to pull shock, it's going to be them. Well, Ty's back here as well, or Brandon's back here, sorry. But, it's mostly an XZ that we can see back here.
Yeah, and even though they are back here, it looks like they're not really, going for it that much. Okay, yeah. Blue is out. So, that's going to be...
I think it'd be in their best interest to send someone back a little bit farther. But
yeah, it looks like that's what they are doing now. They did send someone all the way back.
Okay.
And it looks like Alpha is trying to do his best to get shrooms. Oh, the target shock! It looks like Encore pulled it.
Looks like okay. Well, it looks like Alpha was trying to fall off, so I think that might have been an XZ shock, and he just could not fall off in time.
Yeah, but I saw two of Encore stop at the. Maybe that was just them predicting the shock, and Alpha was not prepared for it. But it looks like there is the Waluigi in first, meaning it's most likely going to be next N, or next Z, rather. And a lot of mid spots though for Encore.
Yeah. If I had to predict, I'd say it's like a 3,
bottom
4, 5
2
for Encore. We'll see. Oh wow, top 4.
Oh, top 4. Oh, I thought that DK.
Okay, that's huge.
Okay,
yeah.
Wow.
I thought the DK was them as well. But yeah, I guess I gotta remember that's Ollie.
Elmer is on DK, but it was Ollie who ended up taking that, and then Zuax was on the Yoshi, I believe.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, that was an XZ shock that they're confirming in chat right now.
All right, well, that's just a huge race overall. Totally. Even though they ended up getting bottom 2 there, the top 4 definitely got them that race there, and now they're up 26 points, which it is the exact start you wanted if you're next.
Totally. Yeah, they're breaking away a little bit early. We'll see if Encore can kind of mitigate this. I mean, we are 2 races in, but yeah, it's kind of a rough start so far.
Yeah, and if next Z get their track pick in Moo Meadows, it's going to be very hard to stop them. They've been very, very good on that track.
Yeah, a top 4 on Moo Meadows on 200 is just kind of GG's.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I've heard Encore say they don't like it themselves to pick it for top 4, but
yeah,
but they do pick it for like a lot of top spots there, and Nexi are no different. They're picking it for top 4, and they do get it. So this is going to be all down to basically the first lap, because you can outrun the blues, you can outrun the reds. It's going to be down to who's in the front, and if it's a majority of Next Z like it is right now, it's going to be smooth sailing for them during this race.
Yeah, Mumu's kind of like a group runner, like RWS on 150. It's not really kind of like a solo runner, like a 1.56 type of track. Oh, getting the bad boost at the beginning. That's going to be tough for Nino for sure.
Oh, and one of Next Z gets taken out as well.
Okay, Brandon the trail does come out. Back in top 3. Interesting.
Okay, we do see Tech up here. Looks like a 1-3-4
That
for
looks like
next
only
Z.
Tech up here.
Yeah, a lot of Encore in the
Yeah.
back. We see
Looks like 1, 3, 4, 5.
1-3-4-5-6
Yeah. That's
for next
crazy.
Z.
Yeah.
Taking out Tech here would be huge for next Z, and Tech just needs to do his very best to survive here. Okay, that's a Nana. That's gonna take him out all the way to the back, and
Yeah, that's rough.
the back from Ollie taking out Brandon with the star.
Oof.
And we do see a lot of next Z back here though, and
Yeah.
not any dodges for them, so it's gonna be very tough for them to catch up. Tech was in. It looks like he's in first now. I believe
Yeah,
that Luigi is the one lap trolling.
that's
So
that might be Elmer lap trolling. Am I
yes,
okay? Interesting.
a little bit late on the lap troll though. It didn't look like he
Yeah,
was gonna get
that's an
anyone, but
interesting strategy to send him back to lap troll. I didn't
yeah,
expect that for sure.
they had a lot of tops there, and it looks like at least a 2-4 for next Z, but that could have been a whole lot. Oh wait,
Two, four, five,
1-3.
six is a start for sure.
Yeah, for Encore at
For
least.
Encore, yeah.
I thought it was
The,
looking a
the
lot
1-3
worse.
definitely saves it for next Z.
Yeah, I thought technical got first there, but it looks like Zoax was able to edge him out, or Ollie was able to edge him out in the end.
Hmm.
But I mean, if you're Encore here, you're very desperate. Even going into race 3 here, you need to get something going. You have a full 9 races left, but you know that +2 is a start, but it's gonna need to turn into something bigger. And they're picking TM, the track that they got the top 6 on that
Hmm.
first match, and they don't get it though. So
I think that right around here it would be a good time for either team to kind of bust out the tracks that they know that the other team has weaknesses on. You know, instead of kind of picking like
exactly.
the classic tracks for your spots, you might want to pick some more tracks that your team is comfortable with in order to
Yeah,
kind of like catch the other team by surprise. You know?
especially with the spots that are very mixed from the
Yeah,
last race.
yeah, definitely.
It's very important to just pick tracks that you're good on, and this track is very good for Encore in general. They're very, very good in this track, and as you can see, Technical's already in first, and
Yeah.
he's gonna start to break away here. Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
Caster's curse.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
that
Technical.
bump was rough. I mean, not being able to get the SMT around that Z turn was really rough in the beginning, but yeah, being bumped off is even worse.
And it looks like we
Yeah,
do see Ollie in first, I think, but Elmer and Desi are both up there with the DK and the Tanuki Mario.
right.
And we see Nino kind of in the back here. It looks like he's trying to go for a dodge, maybe. Not
Yeah.
quite getting it.
Looks like Desi already got sent to the back. That was really fast, but yeah, I mean, it looks like some pretty mixed spots here. We
It's
do see
it's either a top
4-5
three.
for Encore.
It's either a top 3 for next Z or a 1-4-5 for Encore. Ooh, a star for Nino. That's gonna bring him all the way up to the front now.
Yeah,
And
that's a really good pull.
wait, did he dodge? I'm so confused. Oh no, it's just lag.
No, he
Okay.
didn't. He didn't dodge.
I got
Yeah,
the
the
buffered
stream's
a
kind
little
of
bit.
lagging a little bit for me. Yeah.
Okay, the blue does come out. I'm not sure if he's able to outrun this. Maybe he can.
Don't
Okay.
see the blue.
Doesn't
Okay.
it does lag out sometimes where
Yeah,
the
totally.
blue will. Okay, it looks like it got him after the finish. Ooh, a shock coming in for Encore at the very end. Not
Yeah.
able to shake up too many spots
Encore
though.
shot. Courtesy of Desi, looks like.
Top 3, 6,
Ouch.
8 for
Nexi is
next
top
Z.
5 overall. That's crazy.
Even though it's still pretty close, but they've come out to a very hot start here. It's going to be very difficult for Encore to come from behind.
Yeah, they're killing it. I mean, Next Z really has all the front presence in a lot of these races, which is pretty much exactly what they need to kind of outrun Encore.
Yeah, the big mistake I think from them in the first match was they got the first and then they kind of just like relaxed a little bit and sent people to the back to try and like mitigate their Encore's back presence. But they ended up having a lot of top spots right behind first, which made it so that it was very easy to take out first or very easy to keep those mid spots, which gave them either very good races or, slight losses, which,
Mhm.
Ended up working out for Encore since they got that top 6 and they kept that lead. But now
Absolutely.
they they bring next Z all up to the front, and they're trying to take out Encore as much as they can to mitigate any possible shock that they might get. So
Hmm.
we do see Paris coming out
Yeah.
for next
One of
Z,
my
which is
personal favorites. Yeah, I love this track.
yeah,
Really,
especially on
really heavy
200.
runner. Oh my god. Yeah, it's easily the best 200 track in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, next C's
Okay.
up. I mean, it's a strong opinion, you know, I love it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, and next Z's up 46 after 4. Let's see if they can hold this. It's a pretty strong lead so far.
yeah, we do see top 3-5 for next Z already. It's if you're Encore here, you need a shock and you need it quickly. You can't have it be at the end of the race like it was last
Totally.
time. You need it to be very, very early. And top 4 now with those
Wow.
triple greens taking out looks like Tech, and even though Encore are behind them, it's a little bit too late. If they just need to pull the shock at this point, and they need it fast.
Those greens here are exactly what they needed to kind of build a wall between Encore all behind them.
Okay, he does get the back on the red. Gonna chain
Chase
the
the back
last
there.
green. Oh, the shock does come. That's
Comes
huge, huge for
Definitely,
Encore.
definitely an Encore shock. That's going to be really good for Tech and Ty.
100%. And
Yeah.
the blue comes out, but is it gonna hit technical in first? He might have shrooms anyways to dodge it, or he can just outrun it because
I'm
he's
willing
technical.
to bet he has shrooms, or he's going to be.
Oh, he's just outrunning because
Yeah,
he's just too
easily,
fast.
easily.
And it looks like at least a top 2, maybe even a top 3 for Encore here. And this is exactly what they needed. Top 3 for Encore.
Very nice.
And this is, you know, it's just the start of something great for them. Oh, only top 2, 4. Okay, looks like
Top 2, 4,
top,
7, 8, 9. I think that's kind of
was that
exactly what Encore needs to start bringing things back. I don't know if that
yeah.
was a bottom 3. Give me 1 second to see on the stream.
I believe that was.
Oh, there was a bottom 2 for next Z. They got a 9, 10, not 8, 9
Okay,
for Encore.
gotcha.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
yeah,
still,
bottom 2 definitely is really good for Encore.
yeah, they got exactly what they needed that race. They got that shock. They were able to get them right after set, leaving them basically defenseless for an entire like
Half a
half a
lap.
lap essentially. Yeah, which was very, very huge. And even though the blue shell did not connect onto any next Z member, it was just game over for them because the shock was just too powerful. Tech was able to dodge in 5th, and they got 2 other dodges, and it was an easy top 2, 4 for them.
Yeah, totally.
Music Park coming in. I believe that was an Encore pick. This is a heavy runner just like it is on 150. It's a lot harder to drive this track for sure, but these guys know what they're doing. So, oh,
Yeah.
he skips the set. Interesting.
Yeah. That's the easiest way to hold first, is skipping the set and then getting the double SMT around the big turn.
Gotcha. So
Yeah, but I mean, this track is really, really difficult for at a beginner level, you know, because of all the tight turns and all the strats. It's a very technical track. No pun intended.
And yeah. Oh, that is a big green. And now,
yeah, that's rough.
I think they might be. No, it looks like Elmer's in first still, but 2, 3, 4 perhaps. For 2 of them get taken out by something. And technical with the bomb in 4th. 2, 3 at least for, or no, 1, 3 for maybe even top 2 now?
I think top 2 for next Z, and then oh wait, Elmer's up here too. So yeah, that's 3 Encore up here with one of them.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so it is a 1, 3, 4. It looks like. Okay,
Yeah.
blue is out. This is going to connect because he cannot outrun it here.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, top 2 now. Solidified now. Basically, next Z have to do the exact opposite of what, or the exact same thing that Encore did to them, which is they need a huge shock here because top 2 are completely gone. And
yeah, totally. There should be a solidified top 2 for Encore if they don't bump each other out of top spots. But yeah, they're pretty gone, top 2.
Yep, it sure looks like it, and it doesn't look like anything is changing. Top 2 for Encore, maybe even, okay, he does wait on the line for his teammate, so that's a top 3. Maybe even top 5? No, not top 5. Top 4, 6?
I saw a DK up there, I think in 3rd, yeah.
Oh, that was Ollie, okay.
Top 2, 4, 5, 6 is still really, really good for Encore.
Yes, that's exactly what they needed. Now, Encore are looking good. They're carrying the momentum that they got from that Paris race where they got a little bit lucky, but they were they were basically all back there trying to pull the shock, and they did get it. And
Yeah.
now suddenly they're bringing it back to basically even.
Yeah, this is a nail biter. They're definitely making a huge comeback, which is exactly what they need in this type of match.
Yeah, and if they're able to carry this momentum into the next couple races, next year are going to be the ones that are going to have to start getting desperate here, because 200cc is a lot more about momentum than it is even in 150, because the front running matters a whole lot more,
Yeah.
and shocks matter a whole lot more, meaning you have to pull them if you are behind.
Yeah. I feel like on 200 everything's kind of intensified. Like, the shocks do a lot more damage, but also running is a lot more powerful, so your lines mean a lot more. So
Exactly.
it's like there's pros and cons for sure.
Any mistake you make while you're running is like 3 times as big of a mistake as it would be on 150, because if you fall off, you lose the same amount of time, but that same amount of time means the race is ending much sooner than it does in 150, meaning it's much bigger of a percentage of time that you're losing there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the bump and then the green,
Oh,
taking out technical straight away.
that was so unfortunate.
We do see a lot of Encore up there though. Ty is in, or maybe Brandon is in first, and maybe it looks like Desi's up there, another Roy, which is Encore. So a top 2-4 at least for Encore, maybe even a top 4.
Yeah, technical almost getting forced to bag here, as he gets sent to last almost immediately. It's kind of crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, we do see a lot of next Z back here.
Okay, and oh, that boomerang. Gonna take out technical. He's gonna bag, which is interesting, but
don't blame him. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any of his team back here, so we do want to keep an eye on the other team.
yes,
we don't want them to pull shock and surprise them with it,
But at the same time, I don't know if he's aiming to pull it or if he's aiming to just watch them, because he can't really watch bottom 2 right now, but
yeah, they're pretty far back.
it looks like right now he's just trying to catch up.
Now,
it looks like Berta gets taken out. Oh, he dodges the shock. I don't know if that was an Encore shock.
Yeah, pretty far back already. He might get like third at best.
I think he can get second if he gets the red off here, but okay, no, it's a little bit too far away.
Yeah.
Oh, he does get someone.
Yeah, he definitely redded his teammate there. That was really unfortunate.
Oh no.
Maybe that was.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Actually.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow.
That was really, really good.
I'm not too sure whose shock that was. It looked like an Encore shock, but I didn't see anyone back there that could pull it besides technical. So very, very interesting. They brought it back from like a -40 almost to basically, or not -40. It was a -26. Or no, it wasn't.
It was a -46 at some point. Now they're up.
Yeah. Now they're up 14.
Yeah. So they've really brought it back in the last 3 races, and that's honestly pretty much exactly what they need. We'll see if they're able to hold the lead, because this is still very, very close, and both of either team's match to take for sure.
Yeah, it's all gonna be about whether or not Nexty can break the momentum that Encore has been
absolutely
gathering for the last couple of races. We do see another track pick for Encore in Mute City. We're gonna switch over to Alpha POV now. And this track's very interesting because you rarely see anyone ever go for coins, because they're not nearly as valuable since the races end so soon. And it looks like nobody went for coins, so it's going to be all about the bumps, all about the trails, the items that are pulled here. And it looks like the drafts are not going to work out for Alpha here, but it looks like Halpy is in, not Halpy, the Halpy me.
Yeah.
It looks like Zuax maybe is in first, and maybe a top 2-4-5 or top 3-5 now for next Z.
So it looks like this pick might have backfired a little bit for Encore.
Oh, and maybe is that a green? Oh, nope, just lag.
Yeah, just
lag.
But
top 2-4, the Horde coming out does get them the top 3 here, and they desperately need shock now. It's the top 4 now for next Z. They are breaking away, and Desi's in the back, but it's very, very hard to bag on this track because there's really only one set you can back up on, but on Mute City, you really just need to keep going because of all the boost panels. They just keep sending the front further and further away from you, and the back is... Oh, there's the shock coming out for Encore.
All after set. Okay. I was gonna say, shocks on Mute City don't do a lot of damage, but we'll see if Encore can really pull up here.
Okay, does the 150 Nisk. We do see Ollie coming up, so is that a top 4?
Oh gosh, nice. So yeah, definitely top 2 at least for next Z.
That was a very strange shock. I'm not sure who it came out from.
Top
3,
5,
5, 6. That's a big race for next
Mhm.
year. Like we were talking about, they needed to break that momentum, and they did it in a big way. And now
Exactly.
they're
Yeah.
back in the lead.
And on Encore's track pick too. That's huge.
Yeah, it was very strange how they were just able to all draft up, and something happened to Brandon. I'm not sure if he failed the Nisk or he got trailed or something, but it ended up turning into a very easy top 3 for Nexi that turned into a top 3, 5, 6. So
Mhm.
all of a sudden, Nexi are in the lead once again, and now Encore are the ones that are going to have to break the momentum here if they want to get something going.
Yeah. And every race for each of these teams has been really huge, so it's been a lot of really big swings on both sides.
Yeah, you're right about that. Last couple of matches have been kind of small races and then one huge race that got them the win, but this one has been very back and forth. Both teams playing it very risky, playing it, very, very on the nose.
Mhm.
And Rainbow Road for Encore, they didn't get the best of race from last match, getting top 6 on it, but they are very comfortable in general on this track, so I do not blame them.
I think pulling out the tracks from the Special Cup are really going to be Encore's secret weapon here, because I know that they have emphasized that they're really good at the Special Cup tracks in specific, and they really wanted to whip those out, against these teams.
Yeah, and they do get their track pick in Rainbow Road. Did not go so well last time, but I think they're going to be able to turn it around once again. And if they can break that momentum with this track pick, that's all they really need. If they can get an even race here, it's going to be something that, Encore is going to use as best they can.
Yeah, definitely.
And Technical, being the world record holder, is just going to instantly get into first here with no problems.
So crazy.
He just did not get bumped there a single time, had perfect lines, got around the people that were potentially able to bump him, and now he's just going to be able to break away from this pack. Because he's on 8 coins on 200cc, which is, even though, you don't go for coins too much, it's still huge if you do have them.
Definitely.
Top 2 for Encore right now, and they are starting to break away, and if you're next to, you really need this shock to try and neutralize this race that could be huge for Encore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tech not having to worry about any items coming up from second can really be a blessing for him, as he's able to just kind of break away with his world record lines.
We do see a red coming out, so it looks like Nexi are in second place now, but 1-3 at least for them. The blooper, they are very hard to deal with on 200, but Technical making it look very easy.
Yeah. Getting bloopered there was really good.
Oh, is that an Encore shock?
Oh, that's really good for Tech.
Very weird. I would think if you're Encore, you'd want to hold the shock for Technical to be at the end of the race, but they got him before Glider, looks like, and he's able to keep first.
But it looks like they're going to be all top spots.
The bomb did not connect onto Ollie, but it looks like a lot of top spots coming in for Encore. Maybe a 1, 3, 4, 5.
It looked like it did.
Oh, maybe it did. I didn't think it did.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Oh, Ollie got sent all the way to 6. 1, 3, 4, 5.
5 for Encore.
That is.
Yeah, watching back the stream, that definitely did hit him.
Yeah. I mean, what would have been a 2-3 and maybe even more for an XZ turns into a 2-6, which is not ideal. Like, when you're throwing that red there, you're anticipating, oh, they just have a trail that they're gonna use on the red, but when you don't expect the bomb there, it comes when you least expect it, and that's what happened to Ollie there.
Yep.
And since this has been so swingy, now we're seeing Encore once again in the lead, and it's just back and forth at this point. We talk about momentum all the time on 200, but it doesn't look like they're making it matter at all, because they're just bringing it back and forth every single match or every single race.
I mean, I personally think that Encore was able to build on that momentum that started on Paris, and that's kind of what fueled them to keep it a little bit close at least. But Nexi's definitely not going down without a fight.
Exactly. I think this race is going to be a big deciding factor on the match because last time when Encore had a lot of tops, something
Ooh.
like this happened where a lot of their tops just got hit out instantly and suddenly they were all in the back, but I think they're able to keep some of them at least. We don't see too many Encore back here, and the ones we do are already catching up. It looks like a lot of mid spots potentially for Encore here. So you see like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 perhaps, maybe even more, which means next gen are probably in the top spots, but Encore are close behind.
Yeah. With a map on
that
this
fire!
Map, it's really hard to see kind of who's leading, but I think I do see a DK up there. I think that might be either Elmer or Ollie if it's in first.
Yes, I think it is Nexi because yeah, because we did see Kiba back all of his fire onto Encore, and it's just they just keep backing stuff and they keep getting hit by it, and it's looking not too great for Encore here, as we don't see a dodge come out for Tech, meaning that even if there's a shock, it's not going to help him too much, and we do see a lot of Encore back here. Nino looks like the furthest back spot for Next Z here, and they just keep backing everything at him. If they do get a shock here, they need to spam it, and it looks like they're not getting it, so only top 7 spots it looks like for Next Z, which is huge race for them.
Oh, well, Zuax is back there, but a lot of bottoms for Encore.
Top 4, 8 at least. And that's again another race that swings back in the other direction, and Next Z take the lead once again. Like this is so exciting. It's going back and forth.
Yeah, this match is crazy for sure.
And yeah, I mean the track races are just not working out for the teams that get them. It's so weird how that works. It's
I know.
Mount Warrior assumed to be a really big runner, but then Tech just instantly gets bumped out by second, which was not ideal for him, and he ended up getting a back spot for that. And if they end up getting Tokyo Blur here, I would not be surprised if Encore just swing it back in the direction of their lead. And these plus 20 races for both sides are getting to a point where if you can get 2 of them in a row, it's just gonna really bring the other team into desperation mode. We see Dry coming out, which is an Encore track pick.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do the exact... Yeah, this is a very hard bagger. I wonder if they're going to do the exact same strategy they implemented last time, which was having Brandon run and just have everyone else bag. And it looks like that is what's happening.
Yeah, I think this is the first hard bagger to come out for this match, right? Am I mistaken?
Yeah. For this war specifically, this has been played a couple of times before.
Yeah.
And we did get Cheeseland as well, but
yeah, I do mean in this match specifically.
Yeah. We see one of Next Z and Brandon in the front. I believe that's probably Alpha if I had to guess, but maybe it's not. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of people cycle items here to try and get the shock because it's going to be such a huge thing for them. Looks like Nino's holding blue. He dodges with it. He's able to throw it at Brandon.
Wow.
That is, and he pulls another star. This is going to be huge for them. Encore does dodge in fourth though. Oh, a second shot comes out. Oh no, that's got to be an Encore shock there.
Yeah, they must. I think that might have been Ty that dodged a shock.
Yeah, and then Nino was not able to dodge it. Got it right after a star, and suddenly this is Encore's race to lose. Triple reds for Nino. This is not going to work out with all of his teammates around him. He's going to have to back all of these at the set to try and pull some item to come back. Ghost is not going to work too well for him. He can't take the off-road cut with the Ghost. Ends up using it right now to get maybe Shrooms here. Does get them, but I mean, Desi in first. We see a lot of Encore up in the front, and once again, swinging it back into their 4.
Yeah, wow.
Top 4, 8, 9.
That's a huge swing.
Very similar race to the last one that Next Z just got, and I mean, it just keeps going back and forth. These teams don't stop. Encore now up 14, going in the last 2 races, but this is anyone's game with how it's been shaping out so far. It's been oh no, it was a plus 28 this time. So suddenly they are back up to plus 14. And going into the final race, it's literally anyone's game.
It
We've
is.
seen Nexi take back these races time and time again, and
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they come back and win this, but it's going to be such an exciting last race.
This match is crazy. Yeah, Encore just needs to not lose this match, and they take home the title.
And they
Move
do get their
on.
track pick, but it did not work out with Mount Wario. Is it going to work out with Hyrule? Let's see.
Hyrule's a track that Encore is notably very comfortable on, so we'll see if they're definitely able to hold this.
Yeah, and it's one of the most difficult tracks to drive in the game with that no item shortcut that normally is pretty easy on 150. Just is so difficult and one of the most difficult shortcuts on 200, and
Absolutely.
it's going to come down basically to that and whether or not Encore can keep those top spots. Desi does look like he did keep first. That Tanuki Mario on the map is indeed him.
Very nice.
And Encore keeping a lot of top spots at the beginning. So it's their match to lose now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is lap one, and this track is known for a lot of spots being shifting. So
Yeah, I think if Nexi can pull the shock here, they do have a Waluigi in last that could potentially pull it, but he's not stopping. He's just hoping to pull it at one of these sets. There's a lot of Encore around Nino, meaning that there is a lot of Encore back here, which could be good for Next Z,
right.
even though Encore does have first.
Mm-hmm.
Blue is out. Don't know if that'll connect to Desi. Might be able to outrun it.
This could be rough for.
Oh no, he did get hit by something.
Yeah.
We do see Zuax in first. Brandon right behind him.
Yeah, looks like a lot
Not
of
sure who was in second
behind
there.
XZ.
Looks like a Roy though, so maybe 1-4 for
Yeah.
Next Z, but 147 is not going to do it here. They need something else out of this race. Ghost, there's no shock yet. Oh, Encore does get taken out there.
Oof.
Oh, and this tight section at the end, Encore, another one gets taken out.
No.
Who is going to win
We'll
this?
see.
We see a lot of Next Z.
Yeah, I
up
mean, we
here.
can't even tell from now.
Did Brandon get first? No, he did not. Encore got 2-3, 1-4-5-6. Oh, I don't know if that's enough for them.
Oh,
It's going to be
no.
close.
Yeah, that's going to be really close.
I have no idea. I think Encore got the win, but it's going to be close.
Imagine if that's a tie, man.
And Encore do take it. They
Encore
kept
takes by 6 points.
Wow, that was so close at the end. We saw a lot of Encore getting taken out, but they ended up holding the top spots that they needed, and they got the win. It was such an exciting match. That was definitely
Yeah.
this is definitely the best match I've witnessed myself, and it was
well done and
so
well
fun
fought,
to cast.
for sure. That was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Yeah, love that.
And I'm glad you were able to join me for the final match. But yeah, I mean, it's still hard to imagine, the type of war that came out of this. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're able to join me.
Absolutely.
And
Happy to be here.
yes, we have prime time tomorrow. RK versus XI, some classic 150cc accent, and we're gonna be hosting Sensible on Twitch. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. It's been great, Miles. I had a great time with you, and
Yeah, likewise.
all right, we'll see you
All
guys
right,
later.
everyone. Thanks for watching.